There we go. I think I got it. Hi everyone, Lisa here with Mona Earth Crafts YouTube channel. I am going to make brown sugar today. Something different, something out of the ordinary. You don't really need anything out of the ordinary. Just a bowl, sugar. Oh, and I forgot molasses. Hold on. And molasses. And you don't really need to get anything expensive. You don't really need to get name brand stuff. You can get pretty much anything you want. So, let's get started. I need to make some more. I learned this recipe, oh gosh. It's been a long time ago. And I can't wait to get a GoPro. Alright. So, I need to get some more molasses, but until I can get out to get it. It sucks not being able to get out on your own and do what you need to do. Alright. So, you don't really need to measure. You don't really need to do anything detailed. That's the beauty of this recipe. Ugh. Alrighty. And you just, I think you can see it. I need to get, hold on, I need to get a spatula and get as much out as I can. 1 second. As you know, molasses is not exactly fast flowing. So you might want to help it out a little bit. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. Is, you know, it depends on how dark or light you want it. I use it for my coffee. I use it for oatmeal. I use it for recipes. I use it for pretty much anything. Anything and everything. And I use my hands to clean hands, please. And it does get clumpy, but that's okay. And just adjust instead of trying to mess with that thing. I just adjust me. I'm saving up for a GoPro. I'm trying to adjust things. My daughter and I, we have a few art shows here in West Virginia. Some are small, some are pretty large. One of the larger ones is in South Charleston and is in September. And I got my daughter and I into it. So we've been working on creating things, art stuff. I, as you know, I create jewelry and I crochet. I haven't done really much crochet on here just because I don't really have the means to do it. I haven't figured out how to set the phone up, once I have the means to do that, I'll probably do that. I also do gardening, but as you know, that's not really crafts. Alright, so enough of that. You just want to make sure you get all the clumps out. And as you stir it around and all that good jazz, as you see, the sugar changes colors. And it has a nice, messy on the floor, has a nice rich flavor to it. And it is very good in coffee. I will say that. I have 2 containers like this. They're just peanut butter containers. My daughter, I don't know, I think she drinks that stuff. But I'm not real a fan of peanut butter, but I get the big ones for her mainly. But I keep them, I wash them out and I use them for other things. I also use anything else, any other kind of containers. You can use whatever, just make sure it's a sealed container. You don't want a bunch of moisture in here for obvious reasons. You don't want moisture in there and clumping up and stuff, and not mentioning ants and bugs, and you don't want all that. So even a gallon baggie, I mean, you can use whatever. It really doesn't matter. Just be resourceful and make sure it's sealed. But I was going to, on the subject of the art festival, I was going to put it on YouTube, on my channel. But I'm not quite sure if they're such a fan of videoing or not. So I have to look into that. Oops, made a mess. I don't want to really do it and then get in trouble or kicked out. I mean, we're there to promote our businesses. We're there to sell, make money. We're not there to cause problems. So if we can video, I will. If we can't, I won't. So simple as that. Whew, I gotta change hands. I don't have the strength I used to. I was in nursing for many, many years and geriatric care, and picked up patients a lot bigger than me. And those of you who are in that field know what I'm talking about. And it kind of wears on you. And I can no longer do things anymore. So I'm kind of stuck at home. This is why I did my YouTube channel. Because I am bored. If anybody has any ideas for how to set up a phone to do arts like crocheting, write it in the comments. If anybody has any suggestions on kind of crafts and cooking, gardening, or anything they want to see, put it in the comments. Like I said, I'm bored all the time, so I'm all for stuff like that. I'm trying to think up content because I'm new to YouTube and I'm making a mess. But if cooking and this kind of stuff is something you want to see, write it in the comments. I have a few ideas. I have a recipe for bread, but I got it from somebody else. I did modify it, so it is theirs, but it's not theirs, if that makes any sense. So I attempted to reach out to this person, and you all actually might be a fan of this person. Outdoor Boys. Amazing people they are. They really are. Sadly, he retired, unfortunately. But I modified the recipe and do various things with it, various other kinds of recipes. And I very much would like to share that with you all. Not today, but if that's something you want to see, make sure you all click subscribe. Get that notification button pushed in, because that will be something I will do in the future, near future. I like making bread. Alrighty, here we go. So, I'm not sure if you can see it, but we have brown sugar. Since I learned this recipe, I have not bought store brown sugar. I have just made my own. And I'll have to wash off these containers, but that's okay. Make a mess, that's okay. Just clean it up. You always have a clean surface anyway when you're cooking, right? Those of you who have kids know that's not always the case. All right. Alrighty. Man, I am making a mess. Alright, again, make sure you have a good sealed container. You don't want to have a bunch of air getting into your container. If you do, you're going to have a break, or worse, bugs. And neither is rather fun. So sure, nobody wants to deal with that. So solve the problem before it starts. Make sure it's sealed. If you do not have a sealed container, you can put it in a baggie and put it in the fridge, which I have had to do, and that does work. It's not ideal, but it does work. And I have a large mess to clean up. There you have it. We have brown sugar in a rather large mess. So now I start the task of cleaning up. If you like that sort of stuff, that sort of thing, make sure you hit that notification button so you see more, because I will be doing more of this kind of stuff. Baking, cooking, that kind of stuff. But hope to see you soon, and see you then. Toodaloos!